Dan, can you hear me okay?
I can, Steve Stein. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm just thrilled to be here with you.
Well, oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Whew, blushing.
Oh, dude, I promise you, it's like the highlight of my whole week to hop on these calls with you.
Well, that's awesome. I appreciate that because I love to talk about guitar.
Well, then that's a match made in heaven. Hey, I want to thank Steve for being here. I want to thank all of you for being here. If you're joining us from wherever, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, I don't know. I don't know where you might be watching this. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. If you have questions, please post them in the comment box or in the chat box, whatever platform you're watching this video on. My name's Dan Denley. I'm the founder of guitarzoom.com. This is my good friend and colleague, Steve Stine.
Hello.
And today we're going to be doing a blues guitar workshop series for you. This is the first in this particular format that we're using right here, where Steve and I are kind of bantering back and forth. And the whole entire series is called the Blues Guitar Workshop. It's available for you in a playlist on GuitarZoom on the YouTube channel there at GuitarZoom. And if you want to learn about blues guitar, keep watching, keep listening. If you want to learn it even faster, check out Steve's new course. It's called Blues Guitar by Steve Stein, and it's available at guitarzoom.com, and it is all things blues. We've done blues licks. There's an acoustic blues course there. There's blues soloing masterclass. This is the new blues course, kind of the new standard, and Steve's really excited about it. I'm really excited about it, and everything that we're talking to you about and teaching you in these workshop series is related to the course. So if that's something that you're interested in, you'd like to go really deep into this and learn it on a comprehensive level, check out the course, Blues Guitar by Steve Stein, available at GuitarZoom. All right, Steve, take it away, my friend.
Okay, well, basically what we're going to be doing is over the next few sessions that Dan and I are doing here is that we're going to set up some ideas of better understanding how blues works, and certainly how to approach it methodically, right? Because so many times we get wrapped up in thinking it's about information, and there's nothing wrong with information. Obviously, if we can use that information, but that's the key, is using the information that you have. It's not just having a bunch of knowledge in your head, but you can't do anything with your fingers. And so what I want to do today is I would just want to give you kind of a general overview of what to think about when you're trying to approach playing anything, but this is certainly going to be directed toward blues guitar. So what I'm using, of course, is my Paul Reed Smith. It's a little more bluesy in terms of its visual, I suppose. I've never really given much credence to I need a Strat for blues and I need a whatever for rock. I just play what's comfortable, and then I dial in the sound from there with the gear that I have. You know, when I was growing up, I had very little gear. I mean, you had a guitar and an amp, and that's what you had to play. You know, I didn't have a lot of money when I was growing up, so I didn't have 7 guitars and all that sort of thing. You just played what you played. So what I want to talk about today is kind of an overview of blues soloing. Now, we're going to be talking about rhythm and different things too, and I'm not going to try and get real deep. I just want to get you thinking a little bit. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to think about the 3 T's, which is tools, touch, and tone. Okay? Now,
Tools, touch, and tone.
Tools, touch, and tone. And basically, with tools, what you're doing is you're trying to prepare yourself for the situation, the musical situation you find yourself in. When we say blues, a lot of times people go, "Oh, you're talking about 12-bar blues, or you're talking about a swing rhythm." And again, if you don't know those things, we're going to talk about all that. Yes, maybe that's true, but there's a lot of other subtleties that could go in there. And the question is what do you know about these terms, and what tools do you have at your disposal for that situation? Meaning, you might just know, for instance, minor pentatonic, right? It's kind of the place where most guitar players tend to start. So let's say I was in, I'll go to G. So I'm going to be in G, and I'm going to play G minor pentatonic, which means penta means 5. So I'm playing a scale that looks like this. And you can hear as I play, I'm playing the same notes over and over and over. There's 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, and then I write a strings, and then I go 3, 4, 5. Okay? So, again, if you don't know the minor pentatonic, here's what I'm actually playing. I'm playing 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, and then 2, 3, 6s. And that could be movable anywhere. You could take that shape and go anywhere you want. So let's say that's the only scale you knew. Okay? Well, that's okay. Let's say that's the only position that you knew. You didn't know how to play in other places around the fretboard. I'm not saying that learning more is bad. Of course you want to learn more. But could you make music with just that one position, with just those notes? And the answer is, of course you could, right? So you'd have to ask yourself, okay, so what's the chords that I'm playing over? If I'm playing in, again, our example is blues at this point. So if I was playing in G blues, what does that mean? Well, that means I'm probably going to see a G chord. It might be a G7 chord. Again, don't get confused by this stuff. It could be a G power chord for all that matters, right? And a C and a D. We call these 1, 4, and 5. But again, I'm going to throw these little things out there, and as we keep doing our sessions, you're going to learn about all this stuff, okay? And certainly in the guitar course, I talk about all this stuff. So G, C, and D, okay? So the scale that I'm superimposing over those 3 chords is this G minor pentatonic scale, okay, or minor pentatonic. So the first thing I think about is, okay, so I've got this scale, so what am I going to do with it? Well, the first thing I start doing is figuring out where are the roots. Where's the root, which in this case is G, right? So I want to know that G is down here on the 6th string. G is on the 4th string on the 5th fret. And G is on the 1st string. If it's on the 6th string 3rd fret, it's going to be on the 1st string 3rd fret because they're both E strings, right? So they're just repeating each other. Why do I want to know that? Because if I've never really learned to solo before, this is the first thing I want to do, is I want to start trying to direct my movements toward the G, because that's the key that I'm in. So if you think about it, even if I just took my scale and just played something like that, it gives it direction and it gives it purpose, moving somewhere. I'm not just going... Which if I do that, again, you might be able to come up with something really good, but the truth is, you got to learn to give your solo, it's not about fast or slow or all those things. You could be as fast as you want or as slow as you want. It's giving your solo direction, giving your playing in general direction. Hey, Steve Stein here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these sorts of videos, please subscribe to the channel. Now, by now there should be some other videos available for you to watch on my left or right, so click on those to check those out as well. And all these videos are just smaller chunks of my larger videos from the main YouTube channels. One is GuitarZoom, and the other one is Steve Stein Guitar Lessons. You can look those up and subscribe to those as well. And be sure to check out the premium guitar courses and lessons available at guitarzoom.com.